Hi, Simon Mosca here, and welcome to the Box Podcast. On tonight's episode, a very special episode, we're going to do a cast reveal and assessment of the Big Brother Canada Season 8 cast. The cast was released earlier today, and the internet is abuzz with the reactions of this new cast. And we're going to go through each one, and I'm going to tell you how I think they're going to do in this game and what I think about them. So let's start off with the first one. Alright, it says this guy's name is Christopher Chris Wiley. Look, there's no need to put the Chris in the quotation. Just call yourself Chris. Alright? If your name is Christopher, we're going to call you Chris anyway. Anyways. Christopher Chris Wiley, 28 years old, from Markham, Ontario. And his bio said, brain transformation specialist. Now, when I read that, I said, wow, this guy must be intelligent. Is that some type of like a surgeon, a doctor? No, it turns out he's just some type of magician or something like that. I'm not quite sure. This guy seems fairly interesting. I mean, in his little cast video, he seems like a very sharp guy. He might be playing strategically, but I don't know. Something about him is off for me. It feels like it's a little bit kind of fake. I mean, don't call yourself a brain transformation specialist for starters. Don't say that. Just call yourself what you really are. A magician, or I don't know what he is, but it's a weird title to give yourself. So I'm not 100% sure on this guy. Alright, something about him throws me off. Alright, let's move on to Mihn Li. I'm not even going to attempt the last name, but actually I'll attempt it. Mihn Li Nguyen Cao, or something like that. 28 years old, a flight attendant from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, which is where I'm from. But yeah, she says she's homeless. And she's squatting at her friend's apartments right now. She's very outgoing. She seems very social. She seems very interesting, very entertaining. The only thing that kind of throws me off is how many players have we seen say the exact same thing in their videos as she's saying in this one, and they turned out to be flops. You know, she's professing to be a catty and a bitch, and oh, these other girls are going to be jealous of me, and you'll see I'll go in the house and I'll run stuff and all this stuff. We've heard this 1,000 times. I would like it to be true. I would like for her to play the same way she's saying she's going to play. But we've been fooled many a time. Am I right, people? Yes. Yeah, of course I'm right. I'm Simon Mosca. I'm always right. We have seen this time and time again. So I'm like a scorned lover. You know those people that get their hearts broken time and time again, and they lose faith in all of humanity? Well, that's how I am, but with Big Brother players. I don't believe it. When I see a cast video and someone says how they're gonna be catty and the feeds are gonna be lit because they're in the house, I don't believe it anymore. Not falling for it, but I would like it to be true. But I don't think so. She might be a flop, but I hope not. All right, up next, Carol. Is it Rosher? Carol Rosher, 44 years old. I love when there's over 30 people in the house. All right, from Nanaimo, British Columbia. Disability caregiver. This person has a fascinating story. She survived kidney cancer. You know, I mean, I'm a big guy, so I could say this. She's a big girl, lesbian. She's interesting. She's uniquely dressed, and she looks unique, covered in tattoos. She looks extremely interesting. And I hope her personality is as interesting as her backstory and her look. But I'm excited to see her. And like I said, 44 years old. It's fantastic. I wish Big Brother would cast more people over the age of 30. I'm telling you, they're more interesting to watch. All right. Who's next? All right. We got Jamar Li, 23 years old, from Ajax, Ontario. A warehouse worker. Now, this guy is very confident in his bio videos. This guy reeks of confidence. But there's something about him that's kind of quiet. Now, I know that doesn't make sense because in his bio video, he's very outgoing and he's very cocky, but not in an annoying way. You know, in in an engaging, entertaining kind of way. Very, very confident and cocky. But I sense a sort of quietness, like somewhere hidden beneath. I sense like a quiet energy flowing from. That makes no sense, but whatever. So I have a feeling that Jamar is gonna be sort of maybe quiet at the beginning and perhaps very tactful. And I think his swagger, or whatever you want to call it, is gonna show itself more in the diary rooms than actually in the house. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Me wrong. Who am I kidding? Anyways, all right. Up next, we got this guy, John Luke Kuiper. I'm probably pronouncing everyone's last names wrong, but who cares? This guy is from Kamloops, British Columbia. Journalist. I watched his bio. I don't know. He really annoys me. He's already got his shirt off and all that stuff. This guy would he's annoying. Yeah, that's all I can say right now. He's annoying. And if I was in the house, my first impression of this guy would be, this guy's obnoxious and I don't like it. Hopefully I'm wrong, but he does annoy me. Okay, up next, Rihanne Swanson, 29 years old, from a small town called Chetwynd in British Columbia. She's an OR nurse. Check the OR. You like it so far? Tom Green organized. Right. Anyway, yeah, so Rihanne Swanson, she's a nurse. I watched her bio video, and to be honest, I was kind of bored. We've seen this type of player countless times. I don't know, not excited about her. She talks about showmances. She's I don't know, boring. Next. All right, now we got Angie Tacky, 33 years old, communications officer from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Now I watched her bio video, and I was really excited. So she says she is gonna make all the super fans proud, and I was like, oh yes, keep it coming, Angie. Let's see what else you got. And yeah, so she's very entertaining. She seems very fun, and she calls herself fiercely exciting. I like the sound of that. I like fierce and I like exciting, and you put fierce and exciting together in a combo, and now I'm interested. But oh man, then the hammer comes crashing down. Why? Because she says she's boy crazy, and she goes on and on about how she wants a showmance. Angie, stop it. You said you want to make super fans proud. Make us proud by playing the game. Don't worry about the boys. Don't worry about showmance. Worry about the money. That's what you want. That's what I want. The money, the title, not the boy, for crying out loud. Yeah, so in her bio video, there's too much talk about showmances. That grates me, all right? I want to see gameplay, not cuddling. Gameplay. Speaking of showmances, all right, next on the docket, Mr. Michael Stubley, 25 years old, from Prince George, British Columbia. This guy is a military infantryman. I know I pronounced that weirdly. Infantryman. Anyways. This guy, fascinating stories in the military and all that. This guy kind of bored me. I mean, again, I've seen people fool me. I've seen people with really fascinating backstories, and then they go on Big Brother and they're a dud. Look at Christmas from the U.S. Big Brother. This girl was a NASCAR pit worker. Incredible backstory. Goes in the house and is just a puppet for Paul. And a complete dud. Boring. And this guy, Michael Stubley, I don't know, he gives off those boring vibes. He seems like a nice guy, but boring. And, alright, up next, we have Brooke Warnock, 26 years old, from Calgary, Alberta. She's an occupation social support worker. I am excited about Brooke. I saw her video. I liked what she said. She said she's not going to focus on showmances. Yes! Yes! Now you got my attention. So I really, so far, I really like Brooke. I like her look. I like her personality. I like her saying that she's going to focus on the actual game. And I hope she actually does that. And it's not just all talk and no action. We're rooting for you, Brooke. Please. And next, we have Sheldon Jean, 24 years old, from Ottawa, Ontario. This guy is a wrestler, and growing up, I was actually a fan of wrestling. I've been to many wrestling matches, big fan of Hulk Hogan and all these guys, And so it's exciting to have a wrestler in the Big Brother house. Wrestlers are not like other athletes because not only do you have to be in physical shape to be a wrestler, but you have to be entertaining and you have to be able to be engaging to a crowd. So, like, wrestlers are the perfect type of person to cast in a reality show. And this guy seems like a really smart, sharp guy. I think he's going to be a tactical, calculated player, and he's going to be fun to watch. I'm excited for Sheldon Jean. All right. Up next, Susanne Feuda, 24 years old, from Vaughan, Ontario, a corporate recruiter. She says she's from a very loud Italian family, which pisses me off because if there's one thing I hate in this world, it's Italians. Of course, I'm kidding because I myself am an Italian. But anyways, I know all about Suzanne's family life because I as well am from a very loud and often obnoxious Italian family. But watching her bio video, this girl is very, very loud, very talkative, a social butterfly. Now, here's my prediction for how Suzanne's going to do. She is going to crash and burn early on or go deep, deep into the game. There's no middle ground. That's what I think. Because she seems very social. But is she so social and so talkative that she is able to build relationships with other people and build trust? Or is she so loud and talkative that she's annoying and she gets knocked out very early? It's one of those two. You gotta wait and see to find out. Okay. Up next, we have Kyle Rosendahl, 31 years old, from Okotoks, Alberta. Probably pronounced that wrong? Who cares? This guy is an electrician. I like this guy. First of all, like I said, over 30. I love it. 31 years old. This guy is a family man. He's not in there looking for dates and all that stuff. He's a family man. He's got kids to feed. I like this guy. He says he's not really, he doesn't really like his job as an electrician, but it pays the bills, so that's why he does it. And that's the kind of drive that you need to win Big Brother because you know what money is, all right? You know how hard you have to work to make a buck and to feed your family. So when you're in the house, you want that damn prize money. You're not worried about anything else. You want the title. You want the money. This guy is in extremely good shape. He's a power lifter. He's going to go very far in this game. I really like this guy. And like I said, his focus is going to be on the prize, not on those frivolous things. I bet you there's some people on this cast, they want to be on Big Brother because you get attention, you get to be on TV, you get clout, you can gain Instagram followers and all that stuff. This guy wants the prize. That's what he wants. I guarantee it. So I like Kyle. I'm rooting for you, Kyle. All right. Up next on the docket, we have Vanessa Clements, 26 years old, from Mill River, PEI. According to her, I never even thought about this, but she is the first ever contestant of Big Brother Canada from the Prince Edward Islands. So that's fun. Finally, an islander on Big Brother Canada. And she is a lobster fisherman. You still say fisherman if it's a girl? Who cares? Lobster fisherman or fisherwoman. I liked her bio video. She seems fun. She says she's going to shake things up. One minor note, she does use the word floater incorrectly. But then again, who doesn't? I mean, everybody, this goddamn planet, it feels like, does not know what a floater is. Before we go on to the next person, let me just explain real quick what an actual floater is, because you people get it wrong all the time, and it gets on my friggin' nerves. A floater, okay, is not somebody who doesn't do anything in the game, all right? So let's say you go on Big Brother, you don't do anything. You have no strategic conversations of any kind. You have no alliances. You don't play the game at all. You just take a nap on the couch, and that's it. You don't do nothing. You are not a floater, okay? You're a coaster, or you're just a bad player. You're not a floater. A floater involves floating, hence the word floater. A floater is somebody who is not glued to an alliance. It's a strategy that can work and has worked in the past. Look at the US version of Big Brother, Season 4. The winner, June, that was her strategy. She was a floater, meaning she was not stuck to an alliance or a side of the house. Whichever person was HOH, whichever side of the house was HOH, she would float to that side, all right? So let's say one alliance has control of the house. You're going to be part of that alliance temporarily until they lose power. And then when it's another side of the house is in power, you're gonna float to them. That's what a floater is. So a floater isn't something necessarily bad. It could be a winning strategy. It's actually smart. So stop using floater wrong, please. Everyone on Earth. Thank you. This has been Simon Mosca. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Okay, now where were we? Oh yeah, lobster fisherman. Hopefully she won't get crabs. Okay, up next we have Nico or Nikolai Vera, 31 years old, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and he is a sales manager. This guy has a very, very interesting backstory. His parents grew up in war-torn Lebanon. I know what that's like because I grew up in Montreal. And we have a lot of potholes, so same... No, not... Just kidding, guys. But speaking of Montreal, this guy was actually born in Montreal. And he speaks English, he speaks French, he speaks all kinds of languages. Seems like a very, very smart guy. I liked his bio. Very interesting guy. I think he's going to get very far in the game. And I'm excited to see this guy play. Okay, up next, we have Madeline Denunzio, 30 years old, from Toronto. She's a substitute teacher. And she's boring. I saw her bio video. Nothing exciting. Nothing popped out. Of course, she mentions showmances. That's boring. My prediction, unfortunately, she's going to get very, very far in the game. Because she's safe. She won't be a threat. She's going to be in a showmance with Michael, Stubbly, whatever his name is. Stubby Mike. And, they're going to be a showmance together and they're going to bore us to tears. That's what I think. So, yeah, she's boring. And finally, last but not least, I hope I get this right, Hira Deal, 30 years old, from Brampton, Ontario, an accountant. This guy is sick. Seek. He's the first contestant on Big Brother Canada, maybe on any reality show that I've seen, that it has a turban. That's really interesting. I watched this guy's bio. He seems like a really, really cool guy. I can't wait to see this guy play. He's also a family man, and I like that. I like when there's family with people that have kids on Big Brother. It seems like to me he's going to have a really good social game. He seems like a really cool guy, like a really fun guy. I'm sure he's going to have a sense of humor in there, and I'm excited to see this guy play. And there you have it. That's the cast of Big Brother Canada. But who do I think is going to win, and who do I think is going to be out first? Okay, well, this is very hard to predict. But my official winner pick for this season, I'm going to go with, why not go with Brooke Warnock. Brooke Warnock. That's my winner pick. But I'm probably going to be wrong. Who's going to be out first? Let's take a risk. And like I said, Susanne. Remember, I said she's going to go very, very far or go very, very early? Let's roll that dice. And let's say she's going to be out first. All right? Let's just see if it works. Let's see if I'm right. Probably wrong, but who cares? There's no money on this. I'm not going to lose my house. All right? So I can take a risk. So those are my predictions. My winner pick, Brooke. And who I think is going to be out first? The very talkative Italian Susanne. And so it goes. Big Brother Canada season is in full swing. Thank you for watching my cast assessment video. You know that you can subscribe, right? It won't kill you. Or you at least click like on the video. Do something. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Do whatever you want, but do something. And this has been the Box Podcast. And I will be covering Big Brother Canada. And I'm also currently covering Survivor Season 40 Winners at War. I'm covering that presently. So you can go and listen to those episodes where I cover Survivor. This podcast is on right here on YouTube. It's on Spotify and Apple Music. So tell your friends about the Box Podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been Simon Mosca. See you next time, jackass.